I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hello, and welcome to Blessed to Crochet and Topic Thursday. I wanted to have this, first of all, uh, this Topic Thursday today, because today is Christina's birthday, which is my daughter, and Kathy's granddaughter. And so we had this wonderful celebration through the wonderful internet and YouTube, and we celebrated her birthday. And I was just so appreciative of the amount of people that came through that to wish her a happy birthday. It was something talked about as connection, and how important that is to really your life, and who who you are, and how you get through things, as hard as and difficult as they are. And all these people came in that through my channel knew us from Blessed to Crochet, and then we did it on Christina's channel as well. And I was just so amazed by all the people that said, happy birthday, Christina, and we love you. And they may not know her very well, but they have come to love her because they love us. You know, I have to come from connection, uh, just realizing how much it's impacted my life in just this past year. I'm reflecting on that more and more as December is coming up, because I think, oh, how much I've changed in just a year, because people have come into my life. Connection has happened. True connection has happened. And I know it's hard to believe that, yeah, you can create friendships through this thing we call YouTubes, but you can. You also can do connection and build those friendships outside of that in your local community. There are people, of course, that are not able to get out. They're housebound, or maybe they're caretaking for an elderly adult, or a parent, or a family member, or they have a special needs child, and they just don't have the energy to go out. This is a wonderful resource for them to have those connections being made. We are built to connect. God built us to be individuals that need that connection. It does help. And I just look at myself thinking, I the part that changed for me was finding the channel called The Lifeboat. And I think about how I would have never found that channel, or even gone to look into that channel, because of it's a it's a channel for sobriety, and I don't need sobriety. I'm not addicted to drugs and alcohol, so I don't need that. Well, I think to myself how I kind of came about that whole thing. And those know I'm a huge Elvis fan. And so it's something that is always his life, and that can always just interest me. It always has interested me, finding out about people and their lives, but going past it and finding out who they are. And we also know that his daughter, who is no longer with us, and his ex-wife is into not the greatest organization, as it's a cult, guys, but we know the big Scientology word. And uh, call it what you want to call it, but it's the truth. And that's how I found the lifeboat, was because I found it um, through looking up growing up in Scientology with A. Ron, and I just wanted to understand it. I was like, I've got to understand what is drawing them to this. What drew Priscilla and Lisa Marie to this? Elvis was smart enough; he had nothing to do with it. But what drew them to that? And it was through that. Mind you, I started liking Elvis when I was in my teens, so this is now 20 some odd years later. Um, what what drew them? And And Tommy came on and he was running the channel. Now his son is helping him with it as the lifeboat. And he came on to discuss some things on there about a case that was going on because he has some knowledge of all that. And I thought I'll go over and support the lifeboat. I'm interested. I went over. Guys, I found connection. I found not only friends, but chosen family. People that I can go to, as Tommy calls the five, and I can go to and say, I'm having a rough time. I'm going through a storm. I need to talk to somebody. And I've got people there. There's one girl that started the whole thing. She's over in Australia. I never would have met her if it hadn't been for me finding the lifeboat. In all of our descriptions of our videos and lives is the link to the lifeboat. And I don't care what you're going through in life. We are all going through this thing we call life. And why don't we all go in it in one boat? We're all going through things like, addiction in one form or the other. I deal with food addiction, and I've been honest and upfront and on this channel. There's people that are dealing with, depression and mental illnesses and mental health. There's people that have family members that are dealing with alcohol and drugs. They're dealing with alcohol and drugs. All sorts of things are happening, and this becomes a peer support. It doesn't take away for the fact that if you feel you need to go talk to somebody, that you go have some professional mental health and be able to go talk to a professional that can help you through that. That doesn't replace, the lifeboat doesn't replace that at all. I've also started in this year going to therapy and working through some stuff and going through it and working some things going, I didn't think I needed to work through that. And I didn't think I needed to work through that. And I did. This channel would have never started without the lifeboat. Tonight, where I saw all these people coming in to love on Christina and show her, there are so many people out there that love her, that just embrace her because of the fact that she's, my daughter and Kathy's granddaughter. And so they just surrounded her with wonderful birthday wishes and wonderful love. And I thought, this is what connection is. What a blessing this is. Now I'm going to go ahead and play a recording. I've played it several times on my channel. We'll continue to play it. It's one thing that I want to put in here, because if you think that our channel is not a place that you can come and get peer support and have someone to talk to, you can. Please go check out the lifeboat. Do not suffer in silence. This little bit of clip came off of a show that Tommy did one time, and it was back in February, and I was going through a difficult time, and I was just upset, and I didn't think anybody needed to hear me. I didn't necessarily like who I was, and nobody wants to be my friend. And that tape that for the first time in my life has really stopped doing the circle and moving around like it is. And I am so, so grateful for that I don't have this tape playing in my head that sits there and says, okay, you know what? There are people that treasure you and love you. And so I'm going to play this for you, and I'll explain more after it gets played.
I am trying so hard not going into a hole of negative about myself. It is so hard, or beating myself up for who I am. Hiding in a corner is easier. Nonsense. Well, easier, yes, but there's absolutely nothing that you're going to get in that corner. That's the problem. It's way easier to hide in a corner. There's no question, right? However, if you're hiding in the corner, all of life is passing you by that you're not interacting, right? We know, Mary Jones, that connection, right, is the cure for everything. You've experienced this, right? So if you're hiding in the corner, you're not connecting. Mary Jones, you're sorry to dump at the lifeboat? That's it. You're getting chastised. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice, but you're getting chastised. Mary, we come here to dump. That is that is what the lifeboat is. This is where you come so that you don't suffer in silence. You're not allowed to apologize for dumping at the lifeboat. That's just silly. I love you, by the way, but you're not allowed to apologize for that.
And Tommy, I love you too. I consider him a brother, as I have grown many brothers and sisters over this past almost year. And if I froze earlier before, I'm sorry. I'm not going back and doing that because I think that this may be a little jumbled up, but I think that it's coming right from my heart. But I just remember putting that in the thing. I remember that morning so vividly as I was going, yeah, I have my coffee. I was crying. Nobody's going to see my comment. You're not going to see it. Yeah, he saw it. And he focused in on several other comments. And I needed it. And when I feel myself going in, I play that. So insert your name in that. And I play it and say, okay, he's right. Hiding in the corner is not going to get you anything. You get nothing from the corner. You get nothing from hiding under the sheets or hiding in your bedroom. You get everything from connecting with others. And again, this does not replace getting help if you're struggling with depression and mental issues. This does not replace it, but we all need some peer support. We need those friends that we can call up to say, hey, I've got them tapes playing in my head. Those tapes don't play very often anymore. I don't sit there thinking nobody wants to be my friend. I know I have friends. They may not all be local, and that's okay, but they're growing. And I have friends that are also growing a little bit locally as well. But I've stopped kind of thinking of myself in the sense of that's why we added Scott Thompson at the end of it. So proud of being me. I love that song. I always have. Uh, it's always just been one that I've just get those goosebumps. I've heard it over and over again. And to those that don't know, Scott is a dear friend and like an uncle to me. And so we have some of his music that we are so grateful we're able to play. He's unable to play at this time, in his life now, but he gets his music heard, and he is so happy that he gets it heard. But that's one thing that I keep saying, and we're going to find a way to get it on some merchandise. I can guarantee you that, because I want everybody to shout it from the rooftops. I'm so proud of being me. There's only one of you, everyone else is taken. I've embraced that recently. I've really have embraced it in a tremendous way. I can't be anybody else but myself. My daughter can't be anybody else but herself. And I wouldn't trade her for $1 million. She is perfect just the way God has made her. And I'm perfect just the way God has made me. Now, that doesn't mean that, we need to say, okay, there's not things that need to be changed with us or the things that we can do better. Yes, there is. And I tend to be a very talkative individual. So I really have to watch out that if I'm in a group setting that I don't overstep, I don't talk on somebody else, or I don't take over the conversation. I have to make sure that I'm asking people questions. And so I know that I can tend to have a very, very strong personality, and I can be a talker, and I've never met a stranger, but that can come off to some people as, okay, she's just a little bit too much for me. So I know that I have to back that down a little bit. I'm learning that when a certain situations, to be able to handle myself this way or that way, it doesn't mean that I take away from who I am at the core. I don't want anybody to do that. I want you to stand tall and proud of being yourself. Because again, there's only one of you. Everyone else is taken. I love that. But I think that the part of that front is being proud of myself is so important to that. And the end part of that is You know what? I'm proud of being myself. There's only one of you. Everyone else is taken. God made you who you are supposed to be because he has a plan and a purpose for you. You know what? Very recently, my mom says she does a lot of the stuff on this channel in the background. This is her channel, but she does a lot of stuff in the background. And my husband said, you were made to be on this thing and talk and encourage people. And I'm so glad. I look back at some of the things I've kind of had to go through in my life. They haven't always been easy, but if I can use them in a way of helping others that are going through the same storm, it's all worth it. And at the end of the day, God's going to get the glory. Well, you know what? By this time, 26 years ago, I was holding my precious daughter in my arms, my little rosebud. She'll always be my little girl. When she first was born, she wasn't breathing. And they got her breathing within about a minute, but it was the longest minute of my life. But I'm so blessed. When I remember that night, I will never forget it for as long as I live, looking down after that beautiful little girl came into this world thinking, God, thank you for the blessings of this precious daughter. I wish I could have had more children, but it wasn't in God's plan, and that's okay. I'm blessed with the one I have. And she is amazing. She's got a proud mama who loves her more than words could say. So I thought about Topic Thursday, and I wanted to focus on two things. I wanted to, again, wish my precious daughter a happy birthday. And I know that your me mom, her grandmother, wishes you a happy birthday. We just had a live to show that. But I also wanted to do this because I wanted to show and talk about the power of connection. If you've just come on this channel recently, we're monetized, at least partially. We'll get there for the rest of it. Christina's channel, she has wonderful cosplays in the description below. So if you can go ahead and subscribe to her channel, that'll be awesome. So you can support this channel through memberships and super chats for right now. We will hopefully be fully monetized very, very shortly. And so we appreciate just all of the support and love and connection that this channel has given to us. It is tremendously helpful to our family, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. Again, any of the stuff that comes through super chats right now, or any of the monetization that comes through the memberships and stuff, goes directly to Kathy. And I'm just on here for, what is it? The basis of why this channel was started: connection. I need the connection. I need to talk. It is part of my fibromyalgia therapy. It is how I get through my day. At times, sometimes I can't always come on, but when I can, I do feel better when I'm done. I do feel better after I get done talking to my friends. And tonight just lifted my heart in so many ways to see the amount of people that came forward to wish my daughter a happy birthday. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you again to all our channel members. We have 2 different membership levels. The 99 cents is just a way of supporting us, and the $2.99 the Blessed Disco Ball membership, and that's $2.99, and it just gets out the videos early. So this will come to our members first, and of course we have the thank you very much. That is our 99 cent membership level. Had to do that with Elvis, right? So anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for everybody that popped on to wish Christina a happy birthday. And again, what we say all the time, stay connected, everybody. It truly, truly becomes life-changing. Please look forward to our upcoming hashtag cookie connection, hashtag blessed Cookie Connection 24. Also in the description below, we will put in the playlist for Fall Fest Giveaway 24, hosted by Gail Southern Living. We are participating in that. So go check that out. If you're in the United States, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, enter, and support some amazing channels. There's 39 channels involved. So go ahead and do that. And we will see you later. Have a great night. And remember, be proud of being yourself. Guess what? You're the only one. Everyone else is taken. Have a great night, everybody. God bless, and see you on the next one.
So proud of being me.